What's going on, guys? Welcome back into another video. And the more that I thought about it, the more that I told myself that I should go ahead and compare the Gatac Syulen with the other starter ships in the game. So that's what we're going to do in today's video. Now, remember, guys, this video is purely subjective. This is not objective reality that we're dealing with here. It's subjective, and ultimately, it's going to boil down to your style of gameplay and ultimately what you want to do in the game. So let's go ahead and get into today's video. And don't forget to like and comment, subscribe on this video, and vote on the ship that I'll be giving away at 3,000 subscribers. So let's talk about this, guys. So we all know the Gatac Syulen just came out during IAE, and it's been, a fantastic ship. It's a fantastic daily driver. But where does it compare to some of the other starter ships in the game? And I think that it holds up well against most other starter ships. I think for the sake of comparison in this video, I think the only ship that really has more usefulness than the Gatac Syulen, and again, this depends on your style of gameplay, that's going to be the Nomad, because it has 24 STU of cargo space and it has a tractor beam. But it still can't do some of the other things that the Syulen can do. Meaning it can't do up to the HRT bounties. It can't do up to the high threat service beacons. So you're still going to be limited in some way, just like when you have the Gatac Syulen, you're going to be limited in how much cargo you can do. So you kind of have to think about what you want to do in the game. And who's to say that you can't have all of these ships all at the same time to do a multitude of different things? And that's the beauty of this game. I get it. The Syulen is not available to buy in game right now. You do have to pledge for it. But all of these other ships that are on the screen, you can essentially pledge for in the game. You can buy them in game, which is great. So let's just say, for instance, that you want to do a little bit of like cargo hauling, but you don't want to get a big cargo hauler. You can buy yourself a Syulen. You can pledge for that, and then you can go buy one of these in game. These are not expensive to get inside of the game right now. I don't think is a C8R in the game yet. I'm not sure if it is. If it's not, guys, comment down below and correct me on that. You guys are always quick and fast and in a hurry to correct me, so make sure you guys do that down in the comments below. You can get a Pisces in game. You can get a Cutter in game. You can get the Aurora in game. You can get the 100i in game. You can get the Mustang in game. You can get the Avenger Renegade in the game. So let's talk about these starter ships. Now, in terms of firepower, I think the Titan is the one that comes the closest, because you can put some pretty big weapons on the Titan. But I had the Titan for a long time, and it can't fight the same way that this ship does. I think this ship does a better job, even though it's bigger, at absorbing damage. And that's because it has the 2 size 1 shields. I think most every other ship here only has 1 size 1 shield, which is, problematic when you're trying to do things like beacons and your bounty hunting. All of these ships are good at, doing the bunkers. They're good at doing the box missions. But really what it boils down to is how many different play styles can you do with one ship? That is, for me, the mark of a starter ship. And I believe the Syulen can touch pretty much all of them. Now, with the cargo stuff, it only has 6 SCU. Something like the Titan, you're going to get 8 SCU. But I would still sacrifice that extra 2 SCU to get a Syulen, just because it does everything else literally so well. And that is kind of the point of having a starter ship. You want to get one that can do a lot of different things very well, and all these other ships, they're pretty much like paper cannons. They're, they can get shot down pretty easy. Now, we know the Aurora, especially the MR, is very good in 0G at dogfighting, but it flies like a brick in atmosphere. It doesn't handle very well. The Cutter is a very fantastic starter ship for those people who are just looking to do more on the exploration side. You want to go do bunkers. You want to go do the outpost missions. You want to do exploration, which exploration still really isn't all that much of a thing in this game, because there is no exploration game loop as of right now. I guess like going and discovering an outpost that you didn't know about before, that could be exploration, but it's not like you're getting taxed to go map out an area or something like that. To me, that is exploration. Exploration isn't going to like a known location. It's going to see the unknown and bringing that information back to somebody who would be willing to pay for it. So we know the Pisces is a fan favorite. It's been a fan favorite for a long time. It's a great, fantastic starter ship. I actually gave one of these away earlier this year. So this will be my third giveaway this year. And I'm very happy about giving back to the community that supports me. I think that's so important that we have this symbiotic relationship, so to speak. And yeah, the 100i, another great, fantastic starter ship. It looks good. It's a very comfortable looking ship. It's for those who are much more into the PvE side of things. It flies very well. You can do the box missions with it. You can take it to do bunkers, stuff like that. But man, the Syulen, just for me personally, it just touches so many areas in the game. Pause. It touches so many areas in the game that it just lends itself to being a fantastic daily driver for everybody. I think anyone can get in this ship. It does take a little bit of getting used to, but anybody can essentially get into this ship and do the three main gameplay loops, which is like the box missions, the beacons and bounty hunting, and the bunkers. You could do all of that with this ship. I don't think many people are going to. I'm not going to say that. There are a lot of people that like the cargo aspect of Star Citizen, but for me personally, I just don't see many people getting into this game and just wanting to run cargo. I think many people get into this game because they want to do more of the fun, exciting stuff. I'm not saying that cargo is not exciting. It's just more along the lines of, okay, cargo is, it is kind of boring. It is on the slower side. And I think most people get in this game and they want a little bit of action. Comment down below, like, do you guys like cargo hauling? Do you guys like, a little bit more action? And I think, the Syulen can do a little bit of the PvP stuff too. It is a big ship, so I think if you want to do stuff with the Syulen in terms of like PvP, you need to be a little bit more experienced in flight. I'm working my way up to get my experience in, and I want to get better at PvP, and that's something I'm going to be dedicating myself to going into next year. So I don't really have much else. Let me know what your favorite starter ship down below in the comments is, and that's going to be it for this video. I really think the Syulen is the one starter ship to rule them all. Changed my mind. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.